Okay, they're back. So Joan Wagner, do you want to go ahead and introduce our guest speaker today? Jim Nellis? Okay. Jim? Hello, Jim? Mm. We can't see, we see you. But... Turn on your video. It's on. I don't see anything. Go back out and come back in. Yeah, go to. Well, let's try it.
Oh, you want to do the close in or no?
Oh, I thought you said you did.
No, I got the close in dryer, the sheets and stuff, but I'm talking about close.
Okay.
That seems pretty good, you know. All right. I'm gonna get the clothes out of the dryer now and then get something to eat.
Get the clothes in the dryer, 2 sheets, I'll take care of it. I'm doing this. I'm gonna do this meeting.
Oh, I can fold it now.
No. Just. I'll talk.
All right, can you hear me now?
Okay, Jane.
Okay, I think we're here. So,
Welcome, Bon Appetit. We are so happy today to have Chef Rob from Oakity Pines and Jim Nellis from Oakity Pines. And first, we're going to have Jim speak a little bit, and then we'll have Chef Rob.
Now,
This is Jim Nellis. I'm the senior living consultant at Oakity Pines Retirement Resort. And I just wanted to introduce Oakity Pines Retirement Resort to you very quickly before passing it over to our chef, which we are so privileged and lucky to have as our chef. So Oakity Pines Retirement Resort is a 55 plus all-inclusive retirement resort or community. And we're all inclusive. So people pay one price at the end of the month and everything is included. And it would take me a long time to express that everything. But part of what that everything is amazing, delicious food, breakfast, lunch, supper, chef's pantry, and every imaginable way of eating that food you can imagine. So our whole theme is choice and flexibility, and people love it. So when they come to our community, they can do fine dining, they can do casual dining, they can get room service. And I'm going to focus just on the food part with that introduction because I could go on forever, but this is more about food. So I'm very pleased to pass this over to our executive chef and let him tell you more about why people should come to Oakity Pines Retirement Resort for the wonderful food.
All right. Good afternoon, everyone. Just making sure because something happened to the screen. Can you still hear me?
Yes.
All right, that's wonderful. Well, my name is Rahul Malik. I'm the executive chef at Oakity Pines. And Jen, thank you so much for a great introduction. I've been with this company for about 9 months now. I started back in August of last year. I'm originally from India, moved to the United States about 6.5 years ago. I did my bachelor's in India in hospitality management and majored in culinary. I actually wanted to be a pilot before falling in love with cooking, and I've been cooking ever since. Now, as Jim explained, and briefly, we take a lot of pride when it comes to our freedom dining program, as we call it. It includes breakfast, lunch, dinner, chef's pantry, which has selection of sandwiches, composed salads, yogurt, cottage cheese, prune juice, low sodium tomato juice, water bottles, chips, good stuff like that. Other than that, we also do fine dining Monday through Friday to sort of give an upscale feel to the food we do for our resident, because we don't want it to be monotonous everyday dining feel where you come into the dining room and you just eat off the line. So you get a real nice white tablecloth service 5 days a week if you choose to do that, if you want to do that. And this was introduced actually this Monday because a lot of things were taken away due to the COVID. And slowly and surely we are reopening in our full strength. Apart from me being here, we have a great team in kitchen at Oakity Pines. My sous chef is from a restaurant called the Pink House in Savannah, Georgia. Even my PM cook is from Savannah, Georgia, same place, the Pink House. Other than that, so far, what
Take a real name.
I thought you and I would do something when you finish. You want coffee now? Or
We're losing the speaker
am I
system.
still audible? Hello. Hello.
Hello, Chef, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. Am I audible?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I was just making
If
sure.
everybody else could put themselves on mute, except for Chef.
it's on.
I'm going to tell you what, Raul, I'm going to, let me see, I mute.
That's all right.
Okay, go ahead, Chef.
All right. Well, sounds good. Thank you so much. So apart from me being cooking here for over 7-8 months now, I've worked with Hilton for about 5 years. I worked for Crown Plaza in Charlotte, North Carolina for about 7-8 months. Worked in India for a couple of 5-star hotels and an Italian restaurant with an Italian chef. That's my culinary background. Apart from that, I love baking. That gives us a pretty strong hold when it comes to our dessert section over here at Oakity Pines. The menu in itself is pretty extensive. When I say that, I mean, I'll give you a small phone call experience that I have with one of our Cisco sales representative. And I was on phone call with them. And we had some problems with the food order. And the sales rep on the other side, this is what the person said. This seems to be some kind of food for the retirement community because we do prime ribs, we do lobster whenever we have to, we do crab cakes, we do cockle wing, bone and chicken. We do prime ribs. We do, just fried chicken and collard greens. And I can go forever just trying to give you sort of a basic meal menu that we do on a weekly basis. The menu changes every week. And we also hold a chef resident meeting once a month where you are open to come up with suggestions or any corrective actions, because me as a person, I do not feel anything is a complaint. For me, it's a corrective action to be able to improve something and give a better experience to our resident, because apart from them living at their home with us, the most important time of the day is whenever they come down in the dining room to actually eat. And we want that time to be as memorable as possible every single time. And so far, we have done a pretty excellent job in keeping them standards held pretty high. And soon enough, we will be opening our dining room to public. When I say public, I mean, so far we are open for friends and family who are the resident of Okety Pines. But starting, if I'm not wrong, June 2nd, June 3rd, we open for public. And if you do want to come down here at Okety Pines, Jim Neely is here, will be able to actually help you with complimentary meal passes. And you can actually dine in with us. That will give you a brief idea on how or what kind of food we do on day-to-day basis. We do salmon, we do cod and haddock. And this is not once a month, this is once a week. Like, we do salmon 4 times a month, we do haddock 4 times a month, we do spaghetti meatball night, we do tomato basil and grilled cheese once a week. So a lot of residents sort of like those things where it's nostalgic to them. And it's been working great with all our residents being able to get what they want, being able to talk to chef or someone on premises, because that has been challenge for a lot of residents from different places they're coming from, that chef was not reachable or they were not heard. Their opinions were not heard. But on the other side, when they come here, I'm in dining room as much as possible, trying to get firsthand experience or firsthand feedback from residents instead of hearing feedback a week from the meal was served, because I can make mistakes. I can make those corrective actions on the mistakes the same day, versus if I find out about a complaint a week from whenever they happened. So we take a lot of pride when it comes to food at Okety Pines. I'm not sure if y'all can hear me because screen just went black.
I hear you.
All right, wonderful. That's great. What else can I tell you about the meal? I'm just thinking. And any questions from all the attendees? If you have any questions that can be addressed.
How do you handle like special dietary concerns?
So because it's an independent living community, we do not do special dietary concerns. We are pretty moderate when it comes to seasoning our food and using salt, but we do not do any special dietary restrictions when it comes to food. And that has been one big sale point for us, that our food is not bland or pureed or, but let me put it this way. I should have started with that actually. We have a lot of choices and variety. For example, today's lunch, we had a barbecue chicken sandwich, but we didn't put it in the bread. So if you want, you can have chicken by itself or have a sandwich made right in front of you. And the other thing, what was the other thing today? Well, I forgot what the other thing was. There's so much food going on every day. Like tonight, we have a turkey breast carving station for tonight's dinner. So again, the sauce is served on the side. So if you would like to have turkey breast with the sauce, without the sauce, or without the sauce, it's gluten-free. If you want gravy, now you get gluten. So things like that. And then we have grilled chicken with pesto sauce today for dinner. Tomorrow is Friday. We have baked salmon for dinner tomorrow. And for lunch, we have herb roasted pork loin. So it's a lot of variety and choices. And we try to, deconstruct as much as we can so you can sort of assemble according to your preference. We offer 2 soups a day. We offer a make your own salad bar, which have a minimum of 9 toppings and 4 different dressings at any given time, including 1 protein on the salad bar. Most of the time it is boiled eggs, chopped boiled eggs, because that's something we have sort of come to a conclusion is the most widely acceptable protein on the salad, at least at our community. Other than that, we do 2 composed salad per day. We do fresh fruit 3 meals a day. So if someone is not in the mood to actually eat what's on the menu, all they can have is a bowl of soup and some salad, or 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Our kitchen is always available to make you a flatbread pizza, a ham or a turkey sandwich with a choice of your bread or choice of your cheese, and hamburgers. So that is open 12 hours a day if you're not pleased with the servings on the menu that day.
Does anybody have any questions? Unmute yourself if you do. So when again did you say it's going to open to the public? Early June?
I believe June 1st week, yes.
June 1st, okay.
Because we have a grand open house on June 2nd. And
Okay,
I'm sure the invitation should be going out pretty soon to everyone in Sun City as well. So I'm pretty sure it's going to be open to everyone on public level too. So including everyone from Sun City. So if you want to have a glimpse of what we do, you're more than welcome on June 2nd. And the timings are, well, I'll get back to Joanne so she can actually give you a formal timings in those
okay.
with the invitation. Yeah.
And you serve 3 meals a day?
That day will be free meal. That is correct. That will be a sort of, as I said, open house. So it's not a lunch, more of an hors d'oeuvre. That's what the team
Now, for
is
the
so
people
far.
that live there, do you serve 3 meals a day, 1 meal a day? What do you serve?
Yes, we serve 3 meals a day. Breakfast includes bacon, sausage, potatoes, made to order omelette station, grits, oatmeal, fresh fruits, assortment of breads, coffee, 5 different kind of juices, selection of beverages, tea, coffee, both decaf and caffeinated. So that's everyday things. Other than that, we do freshly baked danishes, pancakes, waffles, French toast, scones, frittata, burritos, breakfast burritos, and breakfast sandwiches. But those things, they change. Monday would be a muffin and pancake. Wednesday will be waffle and danishes, cinnamon rolls, and French toast on Friday. So those things change, yes. Lunch, on the other hand, will have 2 entrees, 2 mains, 2 vegetable sides, 1 starch, 2 desserts, 1 sugar-free and 1 regular, 2 different kind of soup, and make your own salad bar. And same goes for dinner. 2 different entrees, 2 different vegetables. So nothing what we did in lunch will be same as what we are doing in dinner. So it'll be a different menu, altogether different menu, 2 different sides, vegetables, 1 starch, 2 kind of meats, freshly baked breads for dinner. Again, the desserts and the soups.
That sounds nice over there. How many people are you serving?
As of now, we are serving 97 residents per meal period. So that's breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So
Okay.
97, 97, 97.
Jeff, will you be able
Yeah,
to
let me mute
accommodate
myself.
groups?
Beg your pardon, can you please repeat your question?
Will you be able to accommodate groups?
Yes, so for residents who live with us, and if you are on their invitation list, yes, you can come in as friends and family and pay buy meal tickets, and we do accommodate group. And say, for example, if you want to move in with us and you want to invite your family for Sunday brunch, say 15 people, they're more than welcome.
As outside diners, will that also be available to have a group of, let's say, 10 to 20?
With reservation, yes, you will have to be, as of now, invited by someone, if I'm not wrong. And outside, you can come in and buy, say, 15 meal tickets, or whoever is inviting you can buy 15 meal tickets, and meal tickets are priced at $8 for lunch and dinner and $10 for brunch. Sunday brunch, which has a prime rib carving station.
You want to give out their phone number?
What's that?
Give them their phone number.
My phone number? Oh, no, come. Well, let's see if I have a phone number. Oh, what's that? Thank you. For any reference or any questions, you can definitely call this number. It's 843-705-3636. It's 843-705-3636. This is our front desk, our concierge, which is manned 24 hours a day to answer any questions, for example, any meal reservation or things like that. Any more questions?
Is it table service or is it like a cafeteria?
So a lot of things on our buffet today are self-serve. For example, the salad bar is a self-serve station, so it's open to all our residents. They can actually just go and make themselves a salad. We have a hydration station which is open for residents who can make their own drink. We have an offering of lemonade, sweet tea, unsweet tea, water, coffee out on the section 11 hours a day. So that's pretty much self-serve. Same for the breakfast, you can toast your own bread. But when it comes to hot food, we serve it. So that is probably the only section of the buffet which you can say is cafeteria. But again, we do not use the word cafeteria with us, and we call it dining room because again, the silverware we use, the table setup, is nothing like cafeteria. It's really great. We also have an ice cream machine that is open 24/7, self-serve again. We have yes, I can. Well, yeah. Let's see. I can actually do that. Let me actually give you a brief tour. That's a good idea. Oh, I need a mask. All right.
Tell them that's what you're doing.
All right. So I'll give you a brief tour of the community. So that's the front entrance. We have a pond with some fishes. So that's pretty much where we serve our food. When it comes to hot food, that's where we serve from. That's the line. That's a self-serve salad bar with 2 options of soup. Today we have sweet potato soup and lentil soup. That's the self-serve salad bar, which I was mentioning earlier. So we got different assortment, at least 4 different dressings, 2 kind of lettuce. Am I still audible? All right, so that's right there. Other than that, that is our launch area, or we call it drink station. That's our 24/7 coffee machine, ice cream machine. That's enhanced water dispenser, again open 24/7. That's Nescafe coffee machine, again that's open 24/7. And this was a hydration station I was referring to. So you got both kind of teas, lemonade, water. And that's the coffee station where you can make coffee 24/7. We got different kind of teas I was talking about earlier, with all the condiments needed to make that cup of tea. Other than that, that's our complete dining room, which stretches all the way back. And this is a normal table set of the way we do it. So it's nothing like cafeteria. I'll give you one quick. And this is our theater where we play 1 movie a day at least. So that was a quick tour of our dining room, as there were still some residents sitting over there. I had to be a little discreet.
Thank you. That was very interesting to see all that. Looks really nice.
Well, thank you. Thank you so much. And again, this is sort of things running low because we just ended a meal period at 1. Now my dining room supervisor should get back on things, refill them, get prepared for the dinner. And then for the breakfast, just a nonstop process, if you will.
Are you full?
Full?
Do you have any openings in the room?
Oh, yes. As of now, we are at 64% occupancy, putting us about 85 apartments. So we have, I'd say, close to 45, 50 apartments available. And we have been open October, November, December, Jan, Feb, March, April. Yeah, we have been open just over 7 months and 65% occupancy. That's a pretty good number actually for us. I thought we'd be hitting this number after an year, but we already hit in 6 or 7 months. So that's a good thing.
Are there any other questions? Okay, if not, we thank you very much.
No,
It was very
absolutely.
interesting.
No, but thank
Look
you
forward to coming and visiting.
Yes, please, I'll give her some details on the June 2nd event.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure it's open to everyone. You can actually come in and just tour the area, or tour the apartment, the unit, the premises in itself, and we'll have a small food offering that day. It's not going to be a full-fledged meal, but you don't have to worry about paying anything or anything like that. So I really appreciate you all coming in, giving me opportunity and a platform to talk. Actually, it's my first time ever talking to a group. So like I've never done it, like never ever. So I hope
You've done a fine job.
Well, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Let me put Ms. John on for a moment.
Thank you, Chef. And maybe we can talk him into coming to our meeting in Sun City and actually preparing something and giving us a taste.
I can do that.
He said he would be willing to do that.
Oh, great. We'll keep that in mind for sure.
All right. Have a great
Anything
day.
else, Joan?
I don't think so.
Okay, I'm going to, let's see. Carol, I know wanted to talk a little bit about what we have upcoming for the fall. So Carol, I apologize. I didn't see you in the waiting room.
That's okay.
Thank you for sending me that note.
That's okay. Sorry I was a little bit late, but yes, so far in the works, we have things for September, October, and November. Not absolutely settled, but at least I've sent emails and I've gotten a couple things back. So September, we're working on getting, and this is all if we're back in the building again. We're working on getting the chef from Michael Anthony's to come and do a demonstration for us. I talked to them just recently, and they're going to have their event person let me know about that. October, I'm trying to set up an ice cream social. We have the pavilion already, and it's October 7th, right? I think that's the right date.
Yes.
And so I'm working on getting that set up for us. And then November, I have I sent an email, and I left a voicemail message for someone at Southern Graces to come and talk to us maybe in November. And that would either be just talking about their catering business or we hope a little cooking demonstration of some kind. And that too is all based on whether we are back in the building by then. So it sounds like a few, fun things after our summer break. That's what I have so far.
And then in December, we have our holiday party, which right now will still be at Poseidon. They were kind enough to keep us on the schedule at the same price they'd quoted us a year ago. So we'll be hopefully selling tickets probably in October and November for that event. And there'll be more to come. So does anybody have any questions, comments? This was recorded. I'll send out the YouTube link. So if you want to look at it again, tell friends and family.
I was going to ask about the ice cream social. We don't have any idea how many people, because I'm sure that Dave's going to want to know. I think you have to have at least
50, I think.
50,
Yeah.
which I don't see as a problem. So
No, I don't think so.
I'll
If
give
we're-
him. I mean, we'll settle more on that later.
Yeah. And if we're back, I'll send out, we probably will be meeting at 2:00 in September instead of 1:00. But I will have all that in the newsletter when we send it out in the fall. Don't worry about it now. So, and just for everybody's information, I'll be requesting our room reservations for 2022 in June. So I'm going to try to get our 1:00 time slot back. We got preempted in 21 by, I don't know, some board members or something like that. So, but it hasn't been an issue because we've been on Zoom. So, but I'll post the times and the locations when we get to that point. So any other questions, comments? Then everybody have a wonderful summer. Enjoy your plans if you're headed elsewhere for the summer or just hanging around town. Enjoy yourselves and stay healthy and well.
Thanks. You too, Jane.
All right. We'll see everybody in the fall. Thank
Bye.
you.